Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, April the 28th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Maccabee tarot cards. So we have the Six of Cups. So I feel, especially if you're like myself and been going through it, it's like you're pulling from every endeavor, fumes, whatever, just to get through the week. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just grateful that this cycle is coming to an end and I can rest and rejuvenate and get back to the things that I, love. So, we're also seeing this trickle down effect. I feel like, when they're saying like your cup runneth over, so I feel like you're pouring from your cup here. I know it's a pitcher, but I feel like it has this trickle down effect. As I help my mom, she, pays it forward to the people she works for and they pay it for, you know what I mean? It has this trickle down effect. We have the sun. It's been very, prominent in our cards for weeks and weeks and weeks. Dang, Sonny. There's talking about the light coming into a situation. We were getting the high priestess saying, in this situation, we don't know all the information. There's more information to be brought forward. It's like, really? Like, can it get any worse? Like, dare I say, like, with no harm to none. It's just like, I don't want to know anymore, honestly. It's like, as bad as it is, I was just like, enough is enough. I don't want to know more. I'm totally done and over with it. We have the Four of Cups. I feel like we're waiting for something. I feel like we may have anxiety. I know he's grabbed it in his throat, but I feel like, like chest, sometimes you do get anxiety in your throat is why I say that. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of putting yourself into perspective. I had a panic attack last night about this and I'm just like, you know what? It's okay. Pay the bills. You'll feel better. So I was like, it was a little early. I don't know if it hit my account yet, but it did, so it's just like, sometimes things are so chaotic and crazy. It's like, ground yourself, never negate the fact that there were so many blessings along the way. And that's why I say when we get the Nine of Pentacles or we get the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, it may not be a financial endeavor. They do talk about abundance in that way, but blessings and manifestations that have come to fruition are also abundance. You know what I mean? So it's just like, realizing how powerful you are, like that actually happened like this weekend with myself. So I've been being called to do some things. So I'm going to do those tomorrow because I'll have some more time. And it's like, see what happens. You never know. You know what I mean? You may be drawn to it and maybe nothing will happen, but maybe something will happen from it. We have the Six of Boons. I love the fact that, with the boons, like the bones is making a crown. We have the third eye there, so it could be seeking into your higher self with, I feel like Six of Wands kind of energy, but it's like coming into the spotlight. You know what I mean? So hopefully there's some financial endeavor there. People do, when we harness it in our skills or what we're made, we were put on this earth for, it's like that gives us the freedom to even do more. You know what I mean? A lot of healers invest that money back into what they do, making things better and better services because they're able to maybe take more classes or, you know what I mean? It's just like there's so many different things that could, go give them the financial freedom so they could put all of their energy into just the healing arts rather than, spreading themselves between, their job that pays the bills and then the healing practices. Starting with the Six of Cups, memories, healing. So, maybe this is where we're drinking from the cups. It's like you've been going through so much and now it's a time for healing. Now we're nurturing ourselves. I get in like IV, so I'm getting like, like the banana bag, so maybe drinking too much and we're rehydrating ourselves. So I feel like, nurturing our insides and our outsides. It's like, it's like getting back to ourselves. What are the things that nurture us? What are the things that really speak to our heart? You're finding connections with your past. Your childhood helps you shape who you are, and you don't have to outgrow that. So, one of the things for me is like I collect living dead dolls. I don't know what it is with them. I just love them. I love like gothic kind of things, but I don't like it to the point of like, gross, like overboard, like Saw kind of stuff. That's too much for me. So one of the things they were mentioning for me is like this pottery class that we were really lucky to have. Believe there's 3 teachers that we would stay till like 4:30. And they had a kiln in the back of one of the classrooms and we would make pottery and I loved it so much. They're like, we're going to make it, it'll get fired and they'll come back out and then we'll paint them and they'll glaze them and then they'll refire them again. So it was pretty cool. Nurture your inner child. Find activities you enjoy when you're young and try them again. Revel experiences for the nostalgia, So I feel like, my son loves to do the, I think it's called magic sand, but it's like a molding sand, and it's like I love watching him make like different things. So like we got him like the Play-Doh kits and stuff like that, where he can make like the food and stuff. So he uses that with the magic sand. He'll make all these cool things, and you know what I mean. It's just fun to do. It's like you lose yourself in it. So 8 of Crystals, passion. You've been driven by things that light your fire. So it may be time to take that passion and turn it into something more lucrative. So we've been getting that a lot, saying something coming in that's going to be spark our creativity. You know what I mean? And it's going to come forward in some way. Hone your craft by purposing it or pursuing a teacher or apprenticeship. Learn more skills in a way you can. Your survival may depend on it. I didn't like that your survival may depend on it, but I love the fact it's just like, for myself, it's like the more I observe and put my energies into something, it's like the better I get at it. So, when I went to work at the bindery where I met Shane, I didn't know the first thing about it. Like I've never done it before. So, our supervisor would sit there and it's like the whole punch machine. She's like, okay, it sounds so simple, but it's like one mistake. It's like you have to get that whole book reprinted, right? And you get in trouble for it. So it's just like learning how to take the teeth out and stuff like that, learning different machines. So and then I ended up in print, so it's like the more I did it, the better I got, because some people learn that way. So I feel like, if you're being drawn to a healing art, it's like, keep putting your energy into it. The more you observe, the more you learn, maybe, I guess like Google and read the history of it. So you're more familiar with it, but also, I feel like going on YouTube and seeing other artists that way, they're saying Qui Gon, like the stretching, and we were talking about our core, strengthening our core. So the sun, clarity, truth. The sun rises after the dark cold and everything comes to light. The glare enters the windows and all monsters gain form. The sun brings clarity and forces you to force the truth, whether it be favorable or unfavorable, I feel like we're coming into a lot of like energy of karma, and I feel like this cycle of karma that was there is like, what did you do in that cycle? And I feel like it's like now you're about to see the bitter truth of that. Like how did you play in that? And I don't feel like the universe, Yahweh, Yeshua, divine creator, Mother Earth, Gaia are vindictive or, like let's put a test or anything like that. It's just we come to forks in the road, and it's just like, where the shoe is on the other foot. And it's like, how do we pursue this? Sometimes we pursue with caution. Sometimes we can't help at that time. Sometimes it's just like, I have so much on my plate. I wish I could help you out, but I can't. Every situation is different. But it's just like, dare I say, being rewarded for what you've done. So it's going to be interesting how we move forward. So 4 cups and wait. You know what I mean? I feel like anticipation. I feel anxiety with this. So contemplation. Your cup is runneth over with opportunities, but it's time to focus your energy inward and meditate. Definitely, getting our chakras back into alignment. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by all the noise around you. You aren't missing out by turning down what you may be offered. You're working on your inner growth. I feel like in situations, retrograde is about things come back around, and it's like you're not the same person you were when you were in those shoes before. In the past, I feel like for myself is, and I even got this knocking. It's just like taking our time, and I was kind of hesitant with one where it's just I just got out of a relationship, and I'm just like, I'm finally in a good place. And I felt like it was rushed, and I was just like kind of hesitant with it. And they're just like, come on, like, well, it was not just out of it. You know what I mean? Like it was almost a year when, things started getting serious with us, but still I was just like, I wanted to catch a beat, and they're just like, like, come on. And I'm like, all right, we're always together. You know what I mean? We really click, who am I to sit there and, So I was just like, all right, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And I ended up going one weekend, and didn't end up like going home. I would only go home once in a while, you know? So it's just like, I feel like this time around, especially because I waited more and I saw like the truth self, and I was just like, you know what? If they treat me this poorly now, like imagine if we were in a relationship. You know what I mean? So it's just like, sometimes you're like, when I wish I would have known this before. You know what I mean? I feel like it's giving yourself the opportunity to see, like, is this a mistake? You know what I mean? So, it's giving the opportunity to see the person in their true form. Six of Boons, success spotlight. Look at how you are sparkling. How you are sparkling. Everyone is looking at you and admiring you. You've accomplished so much, and everyone is so proud of you. Your ego is skyrocketing, and it's time to congratulate yourself for your achievements. It's like I'm too tired for all that. Oh my gosh. That's not just like, I'm like, oh, the snow is melting. I'm going to start cleaning up the yard. And, there's some debris that fell through the winter. So I got to clean that up, like, from like the neighbor's garbage bins and stuff like that. So it's like clean that up and, start getting the beds ready for, planting. So it's like, the coffee grounds and the eggshells and, just getting ready for all that. And it's just, that's something I love, and I feel like that's where they're like, getting back in touch with the things that you love. Gardening is what has always been one of those things for me. But it's just like, taking time for yourself, but also get your rest and rejuvenation. I woke up earlier today, but I could feel that I'll probably go and take a nap later before work starts. But, I definitely feel like be kind to yourself. Like, there is this narrative that is like, I'm lazy, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm far from that, and I feel like it's just people will use that word to manipulate you. They'll call you that because you're not doing what they want at that time. You know what I mean? It's just like, you got to take that track out, when people call you things, and it's just like, I did this, this. And now that I'm sitting there and I'm saying I'm tired, and now I'm lazy because I won't do what they want. And it's like, that's not being lazy. That's called being manipulated. You know what I mean? Or oh, I'm so tired too. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, but you only work 6 hours a day, and I work 8.5 at one, and I would put on how many in the other. And I got this going on, and this going on, and this going on, and you literally have nothing. So, you know what I mean? It's just, that's why I'm saying it's time to reclaim your energy. Definitely a meditation to center all of your energy back to self and, get back to what's important. Get back to you. Do small things. They're showing doing your nails. So maybe you want to paint your nails. Maybe you haven't had time to do that, So it's just like, do little things for yourself that puts a smile on your face. It doesn't have to be anything major. It doesn't have to be anything that breaks the bank. Just do little small things for yourself this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, April 28th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.